Welcome to a practice of rest. This practice will help you to reconnect with the elements. It is best to find yourself a very comfortable position, laying down or sitting in a chair. Just lengthen the body, stretch out, and relax. In order to achieve the maximum amount of comfort, you may want to use a pillow behind the knees, under the head. You may like to have a blanket, as when you relax, the body temperature will drop. And one final piece of advice, it may be pleasurable to have the eyes covered or to have the room darkened. This practice is best in a quiet space where you won't be disturbed or distracted. To begin by allowing the body to settle into the space where you're resting. Feel the points of contact where the body is touching this surface. Feel the backs of the legs, the back of the torso, the back of the head, the backs of the arms. Devote all of your awareness to the sensation of being held by this surface where you are resting now. And see if you can begin to cultivate this sensation of giving away the weight of the body as you breathe out. Imagine that with each exhale, you can release a little more muscular engagement, a little more effort in holding the body. Let the muscles become smooth and soft, softer with each exhalation. And then see if you can begin to engender a feeling of vitality as you breathe in. Imagine that with each breath that you draw in, the body is receiving more energy. So now you are, so to speak, dancing between the inhale and the exhale, drawing vitality into the body with each inhalation and allowing the releasing of effort and muscular engagement with each exhalation. Feel the body taking turns with each cycle of breath, revitalizing and relaxing. begin to share your awareness with this idea that the earth is cradling you where you are resting. And just begin in your mind to connect with that element of earth. Continue to focus on the breath, inhaling vitality, exhaling with relaxation, drawing new life into the body, surrendering into ever greater softness with each exhale. And see if you can begin to tune into the aromas, the odors, whatever there is that can be smelled. Let your sense of smell connect you to this earth element in a deeper way, drawing in the emanations of your surroundings. If it's helpful, you can imagine yourself in a beautiful place in nature. And just continue to tune in with your sense of smell to whatever you can detect in the space around you. Feel the inhale drawing the information in of whatever there is to be smelled. Feel the exhalation clearing the way for the next bit of information. And see if you can draw the breath in a little deeper, all the way up into the sinuses and down into the mouth. And here we'll use the sensation in the mouth to connect with the element of water. You may feel the moistness in the mouth. See if you can rest your awareness at the tip of the tongue, being mindful to allow the tongue to relax into the floor of the mouth. See if you can tune into the sense of taste, a flavor, maybe something sour like lemon. See if you can imagine how this citrusy taste would stimulate the mouth. You might even experience the mouth watering. And then let your awareness flow to the place where the upper lip meets the lower lip. Just let your awareness rest there for a moment. Before moving to the space where the eyelashes meet, where the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid come together. Allow your awareness to rest here for a moment. And see if you can tune into the sense of sight. And without engaging your imagination, see what there is to be seen behind the closed eyelids. What texture, what color, what shapes. And through this sense of sight, we can begin to tune into the element of fire. The sun in the day and the moon at night, the stars, bringing light to us through the element of fire. Now begin to engage the sense of touch. You might be able to feel the sensation of the cool air flowing across the eyelids. Just allow your awareness to heighten the sense of touch. Feel the air around the eyes, across the skin on the whole face. This may help you begin to connect with the element of air as you feel the air through the sense of touch in the whole body. Allow yourself to feel every touch sensation that is available in this moment as you rest comfortably. And begin to focus this touch sensation in and around the ears, feeling the air caressing the little folds in the ears. And begin to exchange that sense of touch for the sense of hearing. Allow your awareness to heighten the sense of hearing. Whatever sounds are detectable in your environment. Sounds that are near, sounds that are far away, sounds that you recognize, sounds that you do not recognize. Just do your best to take in all of the sound vibrations that are occurring in the space around you. And through this act, you may find the ability to connect with the element of ether or space. All these subtle vibrations traveling through the environment, unseen, and yet detectable. See if you can feel the sensation of the sound vibrations in the space around you becoming information, becoming something you can hear. And allow your awareness to open up throughout the whole body. Allow the engagement of the senses to soften. Remember the length of the legs, the soles of the feet, the length of the spine, the length of the arms, the palms of the hands, the top of the head. And allow your awareness to settle into the space between your two eyebrows and the space between your two collarbones. We'll exercise now a rotation of consciousness, moving the awareness through the body. Just follow along as I name each part of the body, allowing that body part to soften, to become warm and relaxed, maybe even to become illuminated by a glowing light. Just allow the awareness to move from between the two collarbones to the outside of the right shoulder, the outside of the right elbow, the outside of the right wrist, the palm of the right hand, the tip of the right hand thumb, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger. And return the awareness back to the palm of the hand. And then move up and along the arm, across the inside of the right wrist, the inside of the right elbow, the inside of the right shoulder, and back to the point between the collarbones. And let the awareness move to the outside of the left shoulder, the outside of the left elbow, the outside of the left wrist, the palm of the left hand, the tip of the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and the little finger. And let the awareness return up and along the left arm, moving back to the palm of the left hand, the inside of the left wrist, inside the left elbow, inside the left shoulder, and back to the point between the collarbones. And feel the awareness move down into the center of the chest to a point just behind the breastbone. And let the awareness move to a point behind the right side of the chest, back to the point behind the breastbone. then to the point inside, behind the left side of the chest, and back to the point behind the breastbone, and down to the navel, and to the right side of the abdomen, back to the navel, and to the left side of the abdomen, back to the navel, down into the pelvis, let the awareness rest at a place in the center of the pelvis. And then to the outside of the right hip, outside the right knee, outside the right ankle, to the right heel, the sole of the right foot, the tip of the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the little toe. And returning to the sole of the right foot, the heel, and then back up and along the leg, moving across the inside of the right ankle, inside the right knee, inside the right hip, and back to the point, inside the center of the pelvis. And follow the awareness into the outside of the left hip, the outside of the left knee, the outside of the left ankle, the left heel, the sole of the left foot, the tip of the big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the little toe. And back to the sole of the left foot, the heel, and then back up and along the leg, moving past the inside of the left ankle, the inside of the left knee, the inside of the left hip, and back to the point inside the center of the pelvis. And finally, allow the awareness to settle into the point at the base of the spine. Let the awareness rise up through the body, moving from the base of the spine to the point inside the center of the pelvis, and then to a point just behind the navel, inside the abdomen, and then to the point just behind the breastbone, inside the center of the chest, and then to the point between the collarbones, just behind and inside the base of the throat, and then to the point behind the point where the tip of the nose meets the eyebrow ridge, and then finally to the point at the crown of the head. And just allow the awareness to move back down to the point behind the space between the two eyebrows. And then to the point behind the space between the two collarbones. And then allow finally the awareness to rest in the space behind the breastbone, in the center of the chest, the deep core of the heart. If you can, allow yourself a sense of homecoming, of returning to this space of feeling, compassion, caring, and love. Allow that love and caring to radiate from you, moving out into the world, through you, so that you are included in this act of radiating love and care. And simply allow yourself to rest. See if you can begin now to allow your awareness to notice your breath. After your next exhalation, draw in a deeper breath. Reconnect with that meaningful act of drawing in renewed energy and vitality. With each inhalation now, allow the breath to become a little deeper and feel that sense of vitality becoming more with each breath. And then with as much easefulness as you can muster, begin to reintroduce movement into the body. Just the slightest movement of the fingers and toes will suffice. Allow that vitalizing breath to continue to be drawn into the body. And let the reanimation continue to grow, adding the movement of the hands and feet, and then the wrists and ankles, the elbows and knees, the shoulders and the hips. You're welcome to rock the head from side to side. Maybe open and close the jaw. Feel that sense of vitality growing within the body. And see also if you can feel that sense of being held by the earth. And from here, little by little, just allow yourself to move back into the space of everyday awareness, tuning into the space around you, seeing in your mind's eye what this space looks like, where the furniture is, what's on the walls, where the windows and doors are. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes, moving back into that normal state of awareness, tenderly, mindfully, easefully. This concludes our practice of rest. Thank you so much.